do you make one of these? Well, of course, if you have one of those machines in your home, that's a good start. And here we have the tools.
Now you better watch it over there because it's gonna spray on you.
Do you know something, Tim?
Uh-huh.
It looks so easy.
Yeah.
And when it looks easy,
Yeah.
I know how hard it is.
Yes. So
Wow. So estimate the time it takes to get that skill.
oh my God, a long time. When I started, I worked in St. Louis at a place called Primo Spinning Company. That's where I learned of Russell Pruitt was his name, an old man. And I went into the shop and I saw him do this.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I got to learn to do that because I got all these ideas for stuff. I said, I got to learn to do it. You need to teach me. And he said, I don't teach. I'm not going to teach you. I said, what? You got two people working there. There's two guys standing there spinning. Yeah, but they work here. Oh. So I went out to the car, sat around for a little bit, went in, and I said, how much do you pay to work here? And he said, $5 an hour. So I said, when can I start? And he said, there's an apron hanging over there. So I went and put it on, and I started that day. And I was there for 11 months.
Wow.
But the fun part was when I was able to lay down like a cup, it looked like 2 cups and balls,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
in aluminum, because that's the cheapest thing to screw up.
Ah, yes.
So, and what I did, I was so proud. I went to him, Russell, look, see, it's a cup. Look, watch. So he took it, went to the bandsaw.
Yeah.
He saw it right in half, and he showed me, see here, it's not even, it's too thin, it's too thick here, just start over. I said, okay.
Learning the hard way.
Yeah.
But do you have any apprentice here in Sweden?
No.
No.
There's so hard to get somebody that wants to learn a skill like this. They want to sit on the computer, press buttons, answer phones. No.
It's sad because this is like an occupation disappearing, you know, the
Yeah.
skill with
Oh
the
yeah,
hands.
totally.
And wow.
Even now, if you go down to, like here in Sweden, Töreboda,
Yes.
where you can, they do metal spinning, it's all automatic. It's all computers.
Oh,
There's not
yes.
a person handling, it's a machine coming in, And if you look at the result of it, it's not the same. It's.
I would like to say like this. It's in one way, if you compare with a machine-made one and one made of an artist,
Yeah.
one is a little bit dead. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They have no soul.
Yeah. Especially on this, a machine cannot never learn to feel the metal flowing. You can't. It's made to make so many strokes. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, and just does these things.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like if there's a stress in the metal, if there's something, he just does his. And when I was down to Töreboda and I saw them making these pots, and he had 2 bins like this,
Yeah.
one on the left, one to the right. And sometimes he put it over here, and sometimes he put it over there. And I watched him there, and I finally asked him, what's the difference? And he said, well, these are good ones and that's bad ones.
You couldn't see.
I said, you're kidding me. And it was just, yeah, those are good, that's bad. But you know, here's the forms, and that's the hard part. You're going to make a form.
Oh,
For it.
so this is for the
That's-
cups and
that's
bowls. This one here.
That's for the one that's sitting
Yeah,
over there, for
yeah.
example. And it's all different kind of forms that I'm using, and you have to make these.
Yeah, I was just
of course.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, you make it out of wood.
Yeah.
You know, I just make it out of wood.
Oh, you do it in wood first.
Yeah, you make it in wood first, and that way you can change it quickly. You see, you make it and you drape something over it, you spin the metal over it, and you say, well, I need to cut it down. You cut it down until you get it perfect. Now, you can use that mold, the wood mold, to make several, but it's not going to last in the long run. It's not going to last.
But I amazed. This is quite expensive to make. It takes time.
Yeah, this is the expensive part, is
Yeah.
to make the mold.
And then
for
you
it.
want to have
Yeah.
a good start. Yeah.
Yeah. So the best thing, if you have a steel mold, is perfect. You can use that to for a long time, forever. I mean, it lasts forever.
My question for you, first of all, I just have to film here. This is the polish room. Oh, look here. Yeah. Toys for boys. The question is,
Yeah.
can you estimate the amount of cups and bowls you've been making during your
Oh
time?
no, I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No, I made for Rings and Things for many years. They had already Monte Cop, so I spun that, and then no, I have no idea. I have out on the shelf here all kind of different designs, and in the museum there's bunches.
So let's say it like this. How many years have you been making stuff?
Oh my God, how old am I?
You're-
Yeah, it's been about
You're born 19...
56.
Yeah.
So for 50 years, I started when I was a teenager to work for Harrius after school. So I just jumped across the fence from school and went in there and soldered things. And I remember when I was young and I went to Bengt, which was one of the brothers. Lennart had passed, and he said, can you help after school? And I said, sure, I can. And he said, can you solder? I said, yeah, sure, I can solder. So I ran home to my dad and I said, teach me how to solder real quick. And so we did. And I started working there, soldering candles
And the crazy part is that you lived so close for a long time.
Yeah.
And didn't know they was making
No.
magic stuff.
No,
That
I
was
met a
crazy.
magician. There's a summer house that was many miles away, and I asked him, "Where do you get all that stuff from? Magic props?" And he said, "There's one place here in Sweden,
One place.
One place.
One place.
and it's in a little town outside Norrköping called Åby." I said, "I live in Åby. There's no magic stuff there." "Oh yeah, no, the house next to the school." I said, "I'm going to that school. There's nothing there." "Yes, it is. It's a." You know where the shoe place is, you buy shoes. Yeah, I know where that. Go in there, but instead of going to the right door, go to the left door.
Oh,
And then-
and say open sesame.
Everything open up. Yeah. So, but then you start helping out there, and you got the background. You saw behind the scene, you know, how things were made, and that was a great advantage. So, yeah.
Let's step out a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have this discreetly. This is a racing. Oh yes, it's a racing.
So this, I got a bunch of machines, and
First, I
Oh,
thought
this
it was
here?
magic, but it's a racing.
no,
jacket.
Mac tools.
Yeah.
Commercial for Mac tool. But no, I have a lot of machines, but I need them all, and they all do different things.
But the most.
It looks like
But the
a
most important thing in
organized
this shop
mess.
is Tim Star.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I have two more places. So in Sweden here, it's expensive to have one place that has this room that I need. When you come to say I'm a company in this, oh, you pay a lot. But so it's cheaper to have 3 places. So I have 3 shops.
So, and if we talk about the atmosphere, to step in here early today when I came, I said, wow, this is a cool place, but look outside. Ladies and gentlemen, this is atmosphere. Imagine climbing out like this, and you have the sea. You have a very charming marble shop, and you got the Swedish Magic Museum, and of course the Swedish flag. Somewhere in the basement, another secret stash, more magic stuff. But I think this will go to the Magic Museum. But here there's also some nostalgia. David Williamson. He has been in Sweden a lot. And I think, Tim, this is one of your hideouts.
Yeah, it's perfect. This is where I sit and turn a TV on and just sit and think and come up with make stuff.
And the great thing is that the no phone signals reach this bunker, so no one can disturb you.
No, and but the best part is it's the same temperature here in the coldest Sweden, you know, in the month of that is really bad, and hot summer. It's the same temperature.
Because the place we just was in.
Yeah. In the winter time it's bad.
You can't even open the door, so much snow.
There's snow up to the handle.
Yeah.
So, no, but here I got everything I need.
Oh, Proxon. A lot of gadgets. Wow. Never seen one of those.
Oh, it's a spot welder.
And what does it do?
It spot welds. It welds metals together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I have a lot of inventory of brass tubings. I make a lot of stuff from brass tubings, and I use a lot of it. And I bought from Harriet's a lot of brass.
And your brother is here too. Yes.
Yo.
Always companion. It's so fun because a skull in Norwegian is called dønik.
Yeah.
I have no story about that. Dønik, if you translate dønik to English, it won't be as fun as
deadbeat.
I'll tell you later about it. It's a true story about a guy who fell asleep close to the dønik here.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So.
But I like to have a lot of stuff, so I don't have to go and get things every time I need something. If I need a spring, I have a spring, or I make a spring material. So
that I like. If I don't have a spring, I make a spring.
I'll make one spring. So you know, it's you got everything. So you have either springs or spring material. And so I have these cabinets came from Harriet's basement.
Oh, I recognize those.
Yeah.
This
But
is
you
the
see,
last
I have here, if I need something, I got everything you can imagine in material and pieces, and you just go down and dig.
A lot of materials here is 60, 70 years old. Or?
Oh, yeah, it's more than that.
Oh, wow.
Because a lot of these things, they were full with stuff when I got them from Harriet, so it's probably 100 years old right now.
Amazing.
But I got everything that I need, and
amazing.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, how many workshops do you have?
3.
3. And the one we just visit was the
Where I do the spinning. Yeah.
And more the basic stuff.
Yeah, that's a heavy duty, dirty stuff.
Yeah.
And then I put it all together here, or I have a place to at home. That I have a lot of machines too. So sewing and everything is down there.
And for all of you that really know Tim's work, everything he's done, not everybody knows about your artwork.
No, I do a lot of art stuff too. Yeah. So I've done things for the King and the Queen of Sweden and the UD, United Nations. I do. They are a steady customer.
All right.
So do artwork for them.
And that is really like a feather in the hat.
Yeah, that's good. It opened up a lot because when I came from the State, nobody really knew who I was here.
But you know, when you're a star, your name is Tim, bam, you're back again.
Yeah.
Well, because he was gone for 31 years, but now he's back in Sweden. And by the way, we can talk about that. Because, you know, I remember you spoke about when the first time you get an offer to work in America. How old were you then?
Oh my gosh, it was 1976 maybe, something like that.
Yeah, and you were 20?
Yeah, I was under 20, yeah.
And when you got the offer, what did you
I was in England, in Hastings, at the convention, and I had an offer from a guy called Mike Brassel from Rings and Things Magic Company. He saw me there, and he saw some stuff that I made. So he said, do you want to come to the United States? And I didn't, if I'm going to be honest, I didn't like England at that time. I was homesick. So I wanted to go home to Sweden, and he said, why don't you come to the United States? You can have a job with my company. And I said, the United States? No, they'll probably kill me in a week. I've seen all the series, Kojak,
McCloud, yeah.
So I said, no, it's just the skyscrapers. And no. So I said no, went home, and he called me every week.
Really?
Yeah, he called me once a week.
Wow.
And he said, and finally he called me and he said, now I booked you in a show at the Chase Park Plaza Hotel in St. Louis. You gotta come now. So I told my dad, and I said, what do you think? And he said, well, just go and get that crap out of you. So I went.
31 years.
Yep.
Yeah. And here comes the thing. First, you know, you were scared of America.
Yeah, but I mean, when I came there, it was a complete different thing. It was great.
31 years in America. How many times was it a scary thing, or did you injure yourself?
No.
Not a time.
No.
For 31 years.
No.
Now, tell me the story about the thumb when you arrived to Sweden.
The thumb. Yeah, I hurt myself real bad. Yeah, I did, but there was not just that. There was one thing. As soon as I got home, I hurt my stomach really bad, and then I fell in the parking lot.
Wait. First with the thumb, that was not a little thing.
No.
How many? I mean, I remember. Was it 1 year?
Yeah, it was about a year. Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
And then the dog.
Yeah, then I got attacked by a dog. It bit my lip off. So that's why I have a mustache now, because you don't see the scar.
And I think you actually was. I love dogs, but it was a huge dog, and you were sitting in the restaurant's floor because it's endless seated, and you were sitting eating there, did nothing.
No.
And the dog was.
He just came and launched at me and just bit my lip off.
So, and that was a lot of time in hospital.
Yeah, there was.
And then was it last year the thing when you went to the mail?
Yeah, I went with the mail package and I slipped in got a cement, point of a cement thing in my back. And I thought I was paralyzed, and it took me several weeks to walk. I didn't think I was going to be able to walk.
I mean, he had to practice learning walking again.
Yeah. But the thing is too that it was so embarrassing to go and say, because they thought I had wrecked on a motorcycle, because I ride motocross. I still ride with my son, we ride motocross. And I've done all my life. And
it's more macho factor. The macho factor to injure yourself in a motor accident, it's more than like slipping. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So the people, you wrecked on the bike. Yeah, because I looked like an invalid, and I said, no, I fell in the parking lot. So you felt like a fool. Yeah. You'd rather, I should have said, I wrecked on the bike.
So imagine, how many, you been back in Sweden for 8 years?
It's about 9 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 big injuries. So Sweden, watch out.
Yeah.
No, that's bad luck.